I'm Anita of My Jukenite Podcast, and I hope you guys rung in the new year in a very special way. I hope you guys had a lot of fun with your family and friends, okay? And if you're seeing the show for the very first time and you like the show, please subscribe, like, and share, and hit the notification bell so when an episode comes out, you'll be the first to know. Well, Harry has come out swinging, and I am here for it all, and I'm sure Sussex Squad is here for it all as well. And he's going to be doing 2 interviews, one with Anderson Cooper for 60 minutes, and that's going to be aired on Sunday the 8th at 8 o'clock. And then he's also doing one in the UK with Tom Bradby, and that's going to be aired at 9 p.m. Now, there are times when I want to watch something in the United Kingdom, and for some reason it says to me that this show is not airing in your region, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are experiencing the same thing. Now, there is a link that you can watch as well on Twitter, so I'm going to post that up so that you can see it, and you're you could be a part of the what is happening, and you're able to listen as well. So I'll post that. Let's just listen to the first sneak peek with Anderson Cooper for 60 minutes, and then we'll talk about it.
Criticisms that you've received is that, well, okay, fine, you want to move to California, you want to step back from the institutional role, why be so public? You say you tried to do this privately.
And every single time I've tried to do it privately, there have been briefings and leakings and planting of stories against me and my wife. The family motto is never complain, never explain, but it's just a motto, and it doesn't really hold.
There's a lot of complaining and a lot of explaining.
Endless.
Private being done through leaks.
Through leaks. They will feed or have a conversation with the correspondent, and that correspondent will literally be spoon-fed information and write the story, and then the bottom of it, they will say that they've reached out to Buckingham Palace for comment. But the whole story is Buckingham Palace commenting. So when we're being told for the last 6 years, we can't put a statement out to protect you, but you do it for other members of the...
Interestingly, as I'm listening to Harry there, I am seeing that Harry has lost trust with his family members, because the thing about it is that every time you try to talk to them and you want to explain to them how you're feeling or what they're doing that is wrong, what they do, they sell you out to the press. And I don't blame him. A lot of people are saying, why is Harry airing his grievances in the public? But if at some point you've tried and tried and tried and you're getting the same result, then there's a saying, that is the definition of insanity. You're doing the same thing over and over and you're getting the same result. It means that you have to change course. And what the course he has taken is putting his story out there in the public. And I mean that this is his truth. If you have a story to tell and it is your truth, why not tell it? Obviously, Buckingham Palace, his family didn't want to hear it. So this is how they probably wanted it to go. I love how Harry is articulating his feeling and his communication with the family and showing that the family, as Megan said, is feeding them to the press. He's telling them this, and instead they take it in and, look internally. What they're doing is sending it out back in the press. There's a saying that the press is run in the UK and the royal family, and we're seeing it in real life right here. So, I'm just looking forward to hearing all of what Harry has to say. And so far, so good with Anderson Cooper. Asking the question what a lot of people are saying, and here it is. He's explaining his truth. Let's listen to a sneak peek of the one that's going to come out on ITV with Tom Bradby. So let's listen to a sneak peek of it. And by the way, as I said, that's going to be on at 9 p.m. in the United Kingdom.
Never needed to be this way. The leaking and the planting. I want a family, not an institution. They feel as though it's better to keep us somehow as the villains. They've shown absolutely no willingness to reconcile. I would like to get my father back.
What I heard here is that Harry said it didn't have to be this way. They could have been a unit. They could have been a family unit. Harry and Meghan could have worked for the institution and make the institution look wonderful out there, and that was a missed opportunity for the institution, for the royal family. And as Harry said, the licking and the planting of stories that has been going on. Every time we look at the papers out there in the UK, the tabloid out there, it's always Meghan this, Meghan that, and and it's not favorable. It's not a good story they're writing about her. Most of the stories, they're racist. Most of them are full of hate or just a dislike for her. For what reason? Well, I do know, because they're jealous. It's plain and simple. Here's an intelligent woman, as Harry said. Here's a beautiful woman. Here's somebody that's doing the job better than them, and they're mad and they cannot stand it. And this is something I have with people, and I sit in my life all the time. If I'm doing something and that this is something that you can benefit from, why don't you just come to me, or whoever is doing that job and they're doing it really wonderful? Why don't you just come to them and say, well, what can you show me how to do that, or what are you doing that maybe that I could probably get some ideas from, and present myself in a particular way. Go to the person, ask them. You don't have to develop animosity towards the person. That it's unnecessary. Just simply asking. The Bible says, ask and it shall be given unto you. Seek and you shall find. That's all they had to do, instead of turning against Harry and Meghan when they could have benefited from them. So it's their loss at the end of the day. One of the things that Harry said, they were trying to make them the villain. Well, there's always the villain and the person that you're supposed to root for. And what they were trying to do literally is make themselves the people that everybody should be glorifying or rooting for, and make Harry and Meghan the bad person that should be looked down on. But actually, what we saw was the other way around. People were rooting for Harry and Meghan. People were lining up to see them. We saw that in the Australian tour. We saw that in Africa. And they couldn't deal with it, and I believe that's the reason why they started to make Harry and Meghan their scapegoat over there in the United Kingdom. So he said that they've shown absolutely no willingness to reconcile. As I said over and over again, you can choose your family, but you cannot choose your relatives. And sometimes it's better to love your relatives from a distance. Not that you don't love them. You can love them, but if they are toxic and they're causing, they're destroying your mental health, sometimes it's best to step away from them. And that's how I feel. And then he also went on to say that I would like to get my father back. I would like to have my brother back. We don't know what the question was that was asked for him to say that. We don't know what led up to him giving that response. As I said, it's best for us to wait until the date of the interview and watch it, so that we can get a complete picture without casting judgment. And I say better Harry than me, because for me, if I was treated that way, if my wife was treated that particular way, if my wife came to the point of feeling suicidal because of a particular group of people, these are not the people that I would ever want to be around again, because they are clearly toxic. And as I said, the royal family did not maintain their existence for 1,000 years without being ruthless. That is how they are. They have connived their way into this 21st century. They have been ruthless in the sense that they have destroyed the people that got in their way. You don't get to exist for 1,000 years without having having destroyed others. So this is something that is ingrained in them. This is who they are. So here's Harry, Diana's child, with a good heart, having gone to therapy for quite a while, having experienced what good mental health is, and being exposed to all those types of treatments, mental health treatment. And he is just a person with a good heart, and not seeing that these people over there, no matter what you do, they are going to try to reject you, put you down, and destroy you. And that is exactly what they do. And I'm sure he's seen it, and that's the reason why he has taken his story to the public. So at the end of the day, yeah, he's presented his truth. It is up to the public to accept it. Let them decide. And I accept what he's saying. I believe him 100% that the royal family and the United Kingdom press tried to destroy them. They were working hand in hand to destroy them, because Harry and Meghan was doing a better job than they were doing, than Kate was doing, than William was doing. Harry them said they, but I'm going to call the names out. They were doing a better job than Kate, the future queen, better job than William, the future king. And guess what? It hurt them to the core. They were jealous of that, and that is the reason why they have bullied them out. And I'm saying it, William and Kate bullied Harry and Meghan out of the United Kingdom. And Harry is saying that he wants to have a relationship with them, but I'm saying to Harry, love them from afar. Because I don't think that this family, who has a tunnel vision, want to be up there on their throne, is ever going to realize their destructive way. Because that's not their focus. Their vision is the end goal, to be king and queen of the United Kingdom, not Harry and Meghan. So it's time that and as he's doing, he's telling his truth. Tell it all. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. And if at the end of the day that they've reconciled and he goes back to England and he goes back into their lives, as I said, Meghan and Harry are two people I really, really love and I'm rooting for. And if that's what they choose, I will support them either way. But it's not something I would want for myself. It's too toxic. It's just too toxic. Anyways, guys, take care, and you'll be hearing from me soon. Oh, I forgot. By the way, I was thinking of having a viewing party, a live show with you guys, where we can view the interview with Anderson Cooper live. Let me know what you guys think. This will be my first live with you guys, and it will be my pleasure to be in your company on that day. So Sunday the 8th at 8 p.m. Okay, so take care and bye.